There was a time when Olivier Giroud was seen as nothing more than a big man up front, slow, limited, and only useful for headers and hold-up play. In an era obsessed with speed, flair, and explosive athleticism, Giroud was the old-school striker that modern football fans loved to criticize. But as the years went by, that same player went on to become one of the most dependable goal scorers in Europe, a World Cup winner, and a living legend in French football. This is the story of how Olivier Giroud, the so-called slow player, carved out a legacy through intelligence, perseverance, and clinical finishing. Born in Chambéry, in the French Alps, Olivier Giroud was never the standout prodigy. He didn't come through a world-famous academy. He didn't have scouts fighting over his signature at 16. In fact, Giroud's journey into the professional game was anything but glamorous. He started in the lower leagues of French football, often doubted and overlooked for lacking pace and dynamism. But Giroud had something else. He had patience, he had grit, and he had a hunger that couldn't be measured by sprint speed or skill ratings. At Grenoble, his first professional club, coaches weren't convinced. Some thought he was too slow for top-level football. Eventually, he was loaned out to East's in the third tier of French football. For many players, that would have been the beginning of the end. But not for Giroud. He took that as an opportunity to play, to grow, and to learn the craft of a true center forward. The big break came when he joined Tours in Ligue 2. It was there that Giroud's goal-scoring instincts exploded. He bagged 21 goals in the 2009-10 season, becoming the league's top scorer and earning a move to Montpellier. And it was at Montpellier where Giroud truly announced himself to the football world. In just his second season, he led a modest team to a miraculous Ligue 1 title win, finishing as the league's top scorer. He wasn't the flashiest, but he was always in the right place, always calm under pressure, and always ready to shoulder responsibility. This sudden rise didn't go unnoticed. Arsène Wenger, a man known for finding diamonds in the rough, brought him to Arsenal in 2012. But in England, the narrative of "too slow" came back. Critics were ruthless. He wasn't Robin van Persie. He didn't dribble past defenders or sprint behind the lines. Every miss was scrutinized, every heavy touch mocked. But what people missed was that Giroud was offering something different, something deeper. He played with his back to goal, linked up play beautifully, and brought others into the game in a way few strikers could. Season after season, Giroud silently answered his critics. Not with headlines or viral clips, but with consistency. He scored over 100 goals for Arsenal, helping the club win 3 FA Cups. His scorpion kick goal against Crystal Palace in 2017, a moment of sheer improvisational genius, became a contender for goal of the season and proved that he had flair too, just not the kind you see every day. In 2018, Giroud made a move to Chelsea. There, his role evolved again. He wasn't the guaranteed starter, but when the team needed him, he delivered. Whether it was helping Chelsea lift the FA Cup, starring in their Europa League triumph, or scoring crucial goals in the Champions League, he remained a big-game player. He wasn't the main character, but he was always in the scene that mattered. But perhaps the pinnacle of Giroud's career came not at club level, but on the international stage. For France, he became the trusted lieutenant of Didier Deschamps. In the 2018 World Cup, he didn't score a single goal, but his importance to the team was immense. His movement, his link-up with Griezmann and Mbappé, and his willingness to sacrifice personal glory for the team's success made him invaluable. France lifted the World Cup, and Giroud was at the heart of it. And yet, the doubters never completely went away. But Giroud never let criticism define him. Instead, he used it as fuel. He went on to become France's all-time leading goal scorer, surpassing legends like Thierry Henry, David Trezeguet, and Michel Platini. A record few thought he'd ever touch, especially given the presence of more glamorous names around him. Giroud's success isn't about pace or power. It's about positioning, anticipation, timing, and composure. He mastered the fundamentals, heading, finishing, passing, and made a career out of doing the simple things better than anyone else. His game is a reminder that football isn't just about speed or tricks, it's about intelligence and execution. Even in his late 30s, Giroud has continued to shine. At AC Milan, he brought experience and goals, helping the Rossoneri win their first Serie A title in over a decade. At a time when many expected him to fade into retirement, Giroud once again rose to the occasion, proving that class truly is permanent. What makes Olivier Giroud's story so compelling is that he defied the modern football archetype. He didn't reinvent himself, he refined himself. He didn't chase trends, he perfected his own game. While others relied on raw pace, Giroud relied on his brain. And while others burned bright and faded, Giroud endured. He's not the kind of player who'll ever dominate highlight reels or feature on FIFA covers. But he is the kind of player teammates trust, managers love, and fans ultimately come to appreciate, sometimes only after he's gone. In the end, Giroud's legacy isn't just in the goals, though there are plenty of those. It's in the journey. From League Two to World Cup glory. From doubted to decorated. From slow to unstoppable. Olivier Giroud didn't just prove people wrong, he showed that you don't need to be the fastest to go the furthest. You just need belief, work ethic, and a deadly sense of timing. Because greatness doesn't always sprint, it sometimes strolls, holds up the ball, and heads it into the top corner. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Olivier Giroud's incredible journey, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more stories that go beyond the stats, where we uncover the heart, the hustle, and the hidden greatness in football. There's so much more to the game than what meets the eye, and if you love football as much as we do, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us for the next story.